right, things are going well. We're back at mission control. But before we do anything else, we need to use the Wheel of Invention.
Okie dokie.
Welcome back to the Wheel of Invention. As our current champion, it's your turn to spin the wheel. Just click the on button.
Coming at you anytime, anywhere, I'm Monty Monitor, and this is Pollywood Squares. Today, we're on a 911 rescue mission to save none other than Roastbot, the robot fireman. Your first clue is an ice cube. The ice cube will show you what your mission is all about. Ever wonder why an ice cube cracks when you put it in your drink? It's because the air inside it starts expanding. Ice cubes are small blocks of ice. Ice was the world's first form of what?
Oh shit, hold on, I'm so sorry.
Chillin'! Before electric refrigerators were invented, people chilled things with large blocks of ice. Thousands of years ago, they used snow. Which of the following needs refrigeration to stay fresh?
What's this mission about?
Of course! If you refrigerate milk, it lasts longer. Before milk gets to the store, it's sterilized to make it safer to drink. What's killed in the process of sterilization? That's right! Bacteria and viruses are tiny creatures called germs. Germs are the subject of this mission.
What?
Bummer. We have to go back in time to when germs were discovered. We better wash our hands once we get back.
I do not remember this.
Your second clue is a milk bottle. It will tell you who discovered germs. Not so long ago, milkmen delivered bottles of milk to people's homes. Today, most milk is bought in stores. Milk bottles have largely been replaced by cartons. What still comes in glass bottles? Good! Beer and wine still come in glass bottles. Some traditions are less easy to break than glass. Which process puts alcohol into beer? Good going! Fermentation happens when yeast turns sugar into alcohol. Which scientist discovered fermentation?
Oh, I thought it was him.
Yes, sirree! Louis Pasteur found out how yeast turns sugar into alcohol. He also proved that germs caused diseases. Before Pasteur, people didn't know for sure what caused disease.
Imagine devoting your life to exploring a world that's invisible to the naked eye. Keep going. I want to find out more about this Louis Pasteur character.
Your third clue is a menu. The menu will help you find out where in the world germs were discovered. A menu is a list of dishes available to eat at a restaurant. Many menus start off with a list of appetizers, followed by main courses, then dessert. I'm getting hungry just talking about it. Where would you find a menu? Of course! A cafe is a small restaurant that serves a limited menu. Cafes get their name from a word that means what? That answer was good to the last drop. Cafes used to be coffee houses. That's how they got their name. Where in the world do they say cafe instead of coffee? That's right. The French word for coffee is café. It was in France where Pasteur discovered germs.
Merci, Monsieur Monitor. We've got one clue to go. Hang in there, you're doing great.
Your fourth clue is a worm. The worm will tell you when in history your mission takes place. 200 years ago, doctors used worms to cure the sick. They'd put blood-sucking leeches on your skin and wait for them to drink the bad blood. Which animal can eat 20 worms in a single day? Did I mumble? I said worms, not ants. Try again.
Damn, dude, that's savage. I don't know, I've been drinking, I'm sorry.
You're flying now. Robins are small birds famous for cementing their nests with mud. Which legendary figure named Robin stole from the rich and gave to the poor?
Monty's so fucking savage, dude.
Go, kid,
Robin
go!
Williams.
Stories of the virtuous Robin Hood are the stuff of legends. Robin Hood and his gang of thieves reportedly lived in England in Sherwood Forest.
R.I.P.
Robin Hood lived during the Middle Ages. Which of the following years was not in the Middle Ages?
I cannot believe Robin Williams just came up in that. Holy fuck.
Correct, Amundo. The Middle Ages lasted from about 400 to 1500. Long after the Middle Ages in 1865, Pasteur discovered that germs caused disease.
That wraps it up. Our mission, to rescue Rosebot, the robot fireman, and protect Louis Pasteur's discovery. If we're not successful, the history of milk will go sour.
I think we only have 5 robots to go after this.
Ready for another ride? Click on me then. Hold on.
And yet the extra credit question has
Click on me to get us started.
still not come up.
Wash your hands after this trip. We're going to France over 100 years ago, and Louis Pasteur is about to discover germs.
Perfect message. Wash your hands, folks.
Voila! Louis Pasteur is about to figure out a way to sterilize milk. But who's that peeking in the window? It's Rosebot! Oh no! Rosebot is heating up the cow! That's not how you sterilize milk. Hit the recall button.
I forgot all about this, and this is just a treasure to look at.
What a relief! Especially for the cow. Pasteur invented pasteurization. You heat the milk to kill the germs. Now hold on while I steer this contraption back. Phew, we made it back. Always a good sign. Press the back button on the utility belt to leave the time machine. We need to put this robot to rest. Back at the robot roost. And we've added
my
another
God.
robot to the collection.
We have 5 left. 5!
I can't believe you're still bothering me. Well, here are more questions. Not that you'll be able to make any sense of them.
Seriously? Oh my god.
Okay, pick up the quiz disc and click on the inventory. That's the only way to see what more is in store for us.
So this version is just gonna have like a random extra credit question bestowed upon us. Randomly.
All right, we still got places to go and robots to rescue. Click on the inventory to start a mission.
Done.
Let's take a look at that transquizzer. Been there, done that.
Today when we drink milk, we usually drink cow's milk. But the world's first milk drinkers probably drank milk from goats. Goat's milk and even buffalo milk are still popular in countries all around the world. What makes milk safe to drink?
To make things safe to eat, you often have to heat them. You wash your hands with hot water before eating, right? So, just before milking, the farmer heats the cows gently. That way, the milk that comes out of them is safe to drink.
Polly, you silly Billy. Why heat the whole cow when you can simply heat the milk? Louis Pasteur discovered a way to kill germs through pasteurization, and in the process made milk and other foods safe for human consumption.
We've already completed that mission. Select one of the glowing buttons to head out on a new one.
Okay, last one. The last quiz disc.
All right, we still got places to go and robots to rescue. Click on any of the buttons near the bottom of the transquizzer.
One of the oldest and most peculiar inventions of all time is the boomerang. A boomerang is hardly more than a curved stick, but it puzzled scientists for many years. Nobody could explain why it returns to the person who throws it in the air. The people who made the first boomerang didn't know why it worked. They only knew that it worked. What was the first boomerang used for?
It's a sad fact of history, Miss Winkle, but the world's first mailman was a lazy fellow.
Oh, God.
He was sick of making his rounds, so he figured out a way to attach the letters to a boomerang. That way he could deliver the mail without leaving his house.
Oh boy.
That's right, Polly. The boomerang was invented by the world's first mailman. And you should have seen the muscles that developed in his throwing arm.
boy.
Especially during the holidays when he had all those extra packages. Oh, my.
Oh boy.
Give me a break. How could you deliver the mail with a boomerang? My guess is that the boomerang was invented way before the postal system. We better do something about this historical blunder. We don't want the postal workers to get mad at us. Click on the inventory button to put away the transquizzer.
Boo-Booey has found an error. Well, I've got Oswald, the robotic mailman, on my side. He's back in time making sure I score 100 on my quiz. You want Oswald to return? First, find these 4 clues. A slingshot, a bird's nest, a lock and key, and a surfboard.
Who's going to deliver the mail now that Polly's reprogrammed Oswald the robotic mailman? It's time to return Oswald to sender. Let's find those clues and do like a boomerang. We'll throw ourselves into history, and then we'll come back again.
It's already too late. Like, even if she gets these 5 questions right, she still is at a failing grade. Whatever, let's save history.
Hey, I'll need some silence.
No, you don't.
Stand back now. Keep still while I sense around for clues.
I would hate to live here. I'm just saying.
Okay, all sensors indicate that Polly hit a mission clue in the music hall.
Nice. That's it?
Well, the door's locked again, and there's a new password. I hate to bother him, but... Hey, Beethoven!
Please, I'm trying to finish the symphony, but I'll be here if you need help.
I already know the first 3. The last one I'm not sure yet.
Park.
Man, you're really moving.
Lake.
Terrific! We're almost in.
City.
Man, you're really moving.
This last one I don't know, actually. No?
It seems you've created some kind of word, but it's not the right word. Click on the button next to the word if you need a hint. The governor is in charge of this area.
Oh.
State.
You figured out all 4 words. Now, can you unscramble the password?
Correct. The password is places.
Hey, you got us in the door. Let's go. I hate to start this off on a sour note, but... Polly!
very funny, Nutley. Now, if you want a mission clue, you'll have to play me this song. And I want it played perfectly, with feeling.
Click on the music tablet to play that tune.
The music is all mixed up. If you want to hear how it's supposed to sound, click on me and I'll play it for you.
To play the piece as you've arranged it, click on the play button on the instrument selector.
Oh boy, this is a little bit more difficult. Campdown races, sing this song. Do-da, do-da. I think this is first. Campdown races 5 miles long. Oh, the do-da day. Da, 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 da. Okay.
Way to go!
This song is called the Camptown Races. And 150 years ago, it was the numero uno song in America. Mrs. Beasley in the art gallery tells me that back then, everyone was whistling it.
And the beat goes on. Now pick up the mission clue and let's move on.